adductor machine. So nice simple one here. We're going to be working this muscle of our inner thigh, the adductor, which is actually one of the largest muscles in your inner thigh, so you don't want to neglect it. Now, a couple of things we need to adjust on this machine. If possible, if you've got one of these slightly better ones, you can recline the seat slightly. We don't want to be dead upright at 90 degrees. And then we want to set it up so the pads are facing outwards if we're working our adductors. You'd have them the opposite way around with your knees on the inside if you're working the abductors, which is on the outside of the hip. And then what we need to do is we need to use this lever to bring ourselves pretty much as wide as we can comfortably reach. One of the main issues with this machine is you're only working the adductors and they're very short in range. So we need to make sure that we're making the absolute most of the range we've got available. Hold on to the handles. We want a brief squeeze in the middle of the rep. And then crucially, we want a slight pause at the bottom of the rep and contracting up. The pause at the bottom is really important for two reasons. Number one, we don't want any ballistic change in direction because you've got a very high injury risk because you can get quite strong on this. It's quite an injury prone area. And the second one is it gets us a little bit more tension in that length and range for the adductors. Remember, like I said, it's quite a short and range bias exercise. So by pausing briefly at the bottom of the rep, number one, we get more tension in that length and range. Number two, less injury risk.